Hi, what's your name?
You, Mitch.
Mitch. Where were you today?
We were at Glasgow.
Glasgow for, what was it, WRQ?
WRQ.
WRQ, and how did you do today?
14 out of 41. Well,
14 out of 41.
39 because 2 didn't turn up.
2 didn't turn up, right. So, what'd you go? You 4-2, was it?
4-2.
4-2. So it was just bad tiebreakers then. Otherwise you'd have got in the top 8.
Yeah, the 2 guys that I lost to came below me. So
that's just unlucky.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Right. Have a look at your deck list now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Just give us a quick reasoning why you've played some cards, right?
2 Kagemusha.
2 Kagemusha. Some people would play 3.
3. The amount of stuff I've got, and for other stuff like asceticism. I mean, you're needing space for cards. You need, running 3 just of anything, unless it's extremely good, is way too much.
You find it a bit more consistent running 2. Yeah. That's fine.
2 of them. 2 elders.
2 elder.
Just to match the 2 Kagemushas.
Yeah, that's fine.
1 Kageki.
1 Kageki. Most people would. I think one seems to be a bit more accepted now, but a lot of people are still running more than 1. What do you think about that?
I was running 3 before today, but 1 did pretty well, I think. Yeah, 1 did better than I thought it would.
It seems to be a bit more consistent like that, because you never seem to want to draw.
Yeah.
Draw it when you've not got anything else.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing worse than having more than one of him in your hand.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
It's a kick in the teeth.
Yeah. 1 Mizuho.
Now, is this one of your tech choices? It seems not many other people would do this with Mizuho in.
No, Mizuho works because, I mean, I've got a hand as well, so asceticism for that.
So you got a hand for asceticism, just for another target for it, and it can kill back rows as well.
Yeah.
Get rid of fiendish chains and stuff like that.
I mean, I played Sheena before today, but it was a case of, I mean, I needed space, and Sheena is just, I mean, you do get it's a free summon, but you don't need it.
You rarely get them both at the same time, that's the issue with it.
1 Zanji.
1 Zanji. I think that's fairly staple with the current format. With the asceticism Mikizan, it just gives you a bit few more options, and it gets over a lot of big dudes.
Yeah, so I mean, Sams need attacking power, which they don't really get aside from Gateway.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 Inishi.
1 Inishi. A lot of people have been talking about this quite highly. I mean, you can use its effect to completely stop your opponent. I mean, I played a game the other day where I summoned 2 monsters and I'm just about to XC with them, and the guy didn't use Enshi's effect, and if he had, I'd have lost the game and end up winning.
Yeah.
It's a really good card.
Yeah, I mean, 1 game I had used his effect at a 1 minute game, so I've used his effect quite a few times today, so he's definitely worth running. I'm thinking maybe doing 2.
Thinking of running 2?
Maybe. But
the only issue I think with that is that you've got no asceticism targets.
You've got Kageki with him.
You've got True, you do have Kageki with him.
Yeah, but he needs to be on the field.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
You need to start with Kageki.
Yeah, you need to start with it, otherwise you're going to get this out.
Yeah. So. Still pretty good.
1 Grandmaster.
Yeah, it's just
anything more than 1.
Staple now. Staple for Sams. 3 Kazan. Yeah, staple.
Definitely.
You're not going to run less than 3. 1 hand. Yeah, it's staple. And this is an odd choice for Sam, but 2 Max C.
2 Max C.
What do you think of how did they run today?
They ran pretty well. Someone I went up against did like the Hornet combo, and
so you got the Hornet kind of killed your field, but you
killed my field,
a few.
But I plussed. So yeah. So I mean, I plussed like 3 or 4 in 1 turn.
Yeah, that's all it's aimed to do.
Yeah, and I mean up against things like wind-ups, which I didn't end up playing wind-ups, did I?
No wind-ups. 6 rounds, no wind-ups.
I didn't play wind-ups. I played 1 Insector.
1 Insector.
And no wind-ups.
That's not too bad then.
It was mostly dinos.
Mostly dinos, and that's a shortfall by the sound of things. Alright, let's move on to the spells.
Okay. Gateway?
Gateway, yeah, the rest of the continuous spells, because you may as well get them all out of the way. They're all staple.
United.
Right,
Dojo.
One thing here, only 2 dojo.
2 dojo. I've only got 2.
You've only got 2.
And if I'm being honest, I think 2's enough.
Yeah, because you're not running Squire.
I'm not running Squire.
So I think 2 dojo is probably just about right. You don't really want to overkill it.
Yeah, I mean I'm running out of deck space as it is. I mean I'm at 42 with the additional maxis.
Yeah, 40. You're 40 plus 2 maxis. So you're essentially running 40.
Yeah, pretty much.
Next, triple asceticism.
Yep.
With only 2 dojos, did 3 seem a bit too much today? Were you drawing them at bad times?
No, I never drew. I didn't really have any bad hands with asceticism involved. I mean, I've got sort of 3 or 4 different combos to play with it. So I've got plenty of opportunities to get out different things.
Would you drop to 2 asceticism if you had a chance?
After today, I would think I would prefer to run 3.
You'd rather run 3?
I'd rather run 3 after today.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's just fairly inconsistent. Rota,
yeah, it's your searchers, that's just staple.
staple search. And then just typical.
And then you've just got your typical staples. Only 2 MSTs.
Yep.
A lot of people are either not running it or running 3, or it's a bit of a midpoint, mid-ground at the moment.
Yeah, most people I went up against didn't have much of a back room.
I just think I find at the moment if you're going up against something you want in a big play, you want to be able to MST their Fiendish Chain to stop you stopping,
Yeah.
which is always an issue. I mean,
I never went up against the Fiendish Chain.
not once.
Not once did I get up against the Fiendish Chain.
Any veilers or any hand traps?
Nope.
Not really.
One honest.
One honest.
One honest. That was it.
That's an interesting 6 rounds you played there.
So, yep.
And the traps.
The earrings is more important than keeping the sandwiches.
Right, traps. 3 solemn, stable.
Staple.
I don't think there's any deck at the moment that doesn't run those.
Any deck that decently as well, it should.
Yeah.
Right.
Double
edged.
edged. Two double edged. Right. How do you find these running today?
They worked once or twice and did really well, but aside from that, they're typically what I side out.
They're typically what you side out.
And if I'm thinking, yeah.
Are you thinking about switching to dimensional SAMs?
Yeah, that's what I was
mean,
thinking.
you can almost about take these out and put in
Take out that plus a reborn.
plus a. You can almost keep the reborn in with XCs. It depends on
Depends
how it goes. But I mean,
3 for 3.
you could put 3 for 3. Yeah.
So I mean, these.
And it stops the maxis and the veilers and the hand traps, which is always quite handy.
Yeah. So
It's fair. Looks fine. 2 torrential. It's just about staple this format now.
I mean, I sided them out in some cases for things like chain disappearance or bottomless other traps that stop.
Other things that would be more hurtful to the deck.
Yeah.
And the Starlight Road. How did Starlight Road go today?
I didn't use it once.
Would you rather drop that to 41, or do you like the security of having it in there?
I like having it there because you've got so many traps, and if you've got like United only get 1 counter, you can safely wait a turn without a set.
Right, can we have a look at your extract now?
Yep.
Right, let's start with the XCs.
C's first. Okay.
Zen mains,
Zen mains.
how'd that run today? Did you get it out often, or?
Less than 50% of the time.
So that's actually quite a lot.
It's actually quite a lot. It did pretty well, but I mean, in most cases that I got it out, people were typically just getting enough on the field to, right, attack it once, attack it again, attack it a third time.
So you're plussing off it?
I was plussing off it, so it basically safe.
It did its job then?
Yeah, but it never really got its effect off.
No, it's not too bad.
So. Invoker?
Invoker. Do you use this at all today?
Not a chance.
No?
Didn't get a single use out of him.
Would you take him out, or would you like him to stay
I think I've got 2, but I only stuck 1 in. I think that I'd rather keep it in there and have the option, because I'm more typically going for Zen mains.
Yeah,
But
I mean, you can, depending on your hand, you can majorly combo off this.
Was Japan pushing Dundee station?
And
Dundee, next stop.
yeah, so
that's fine. As you can hear, the train is telling us where we are. 2 Blade Armor Ninja. Did you pull this off at all today?
I didn't get a single one off.
Did you get any XCs out other than Zen mains today?
I got a Utopia once.
A Utopia once, so you didn't really exceed.
I didn't really
today.
exceed much. It was mostly synchro and.
But would you take these out, or would you rather them there just so you can combo if you
I
need
think
to?
1's there enough, but I mean, typically the 4s that I have to get into them are Kazan and Anishi, and if you've got enough samurais on the field, because I mean, you need to.
And Zanji
anyway.
as well, they set us as Zanji. So.
Yeah, so I mean, their attacks up to 2-1, 2-2, so I mean, it's
Yeah.
essentially you getting an extra 2 and 100 attack.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd rather have the samurais.
The samurais just give you a bit more option.
Yeah. Roach.
Roach. I'm assuming you didn't get this out.
Didn't get it out.
I didn't get it out at all
I mean,
today.
there's-
That was what I end up siding out for Comertech more often than not.
I mean, if anything, I'm thinking of just not using it because there's not really anyone that does higher than 5s. Unless...
It's just, you'll end up going against the occasional dragon deck where you'll think, I wish I'd put it in though.
Yeah, when there's more ability to go into the level 5 exceeds, then yes.
Yeah.
This is Dundee. This train is for
Yeah, stable.
This train will call at Arbroath, Montrose, Ormskirk,
Yeah.
Stonehaven,
Yeah,
and
it's stable,
Aberdeen.
stable.
The next stop is
Taster.
Arbroath.
That's it, yeah, it's
Stable.
speak for itself. Beast Barking, yeah, that's stable.
Staples. I didn't get them out once.
Didn't get them out at all.
I always went for Chien with a 5, and I think I got Barking.
Did you just not feel that you were needing to defend yourself from spells, or
It's
was
mostly
Chien
effect.
just doing the
It's
job?
mostly effect monsters these days that I've got to worry about typically.
Have you thought about putting in Landois?
Thinking about it.
I mean, you've got some Xyz there that you're not really using. It might just be a better option if you're more worried about the effect.
Yeah,
monsters.
because I mean, a few times that I've managed to get a 7 out, I have to go for Black Rose.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather not if I had another option. Yeah. Bionic.
Reenact? Yep, that's speak for itself.
Black Rose.
Ooh, it's good. Yeah.
Stardust for Starlight.
To get it out at all. No.
Once if I did.
You didn't Starlight though, so
Yeah. So
probably not. You might, but Scrap Dragon, yeah, it's, you
didn't get it out.
can get it out though. That's
It's
the
an
thing.
8 that kills stuff. And Mistworm.
And Mistworm. Did you get that out at all?
No. It's just a replacement, a poor replacement for
Poor
Trish.
replacement for Trishula. So it's basically just there just as a filler at the moment.
Yeah, it's all you can get your hands on for 9. It
Yeah.
works.
Right. So, how do you think today went overall?
Overall, I don't think it went badly, but I'd have preferred to go up against a bit more variety in terms of decks.
Would you rather face more meta decks than what you did?
Yeah, but the decks I went up against were pretty decent.
They were
So-
decent, but they weren't quite what you'd prepared for.
No, there was one I went up against a Watt deck.
A what deck?
A Watt deck, I wasn't expecting that, and it did quite well.
What's usually do quite good. It's just
It's weird.
something that doesn't often.
Yeah, the second game he wasn't doing too well. I was pretty much winning. Messenger piece, I stalled for like 5 turns. So it's like, what do you do?
Would there be anything with your deck that you would drastically change if you had the chance?
Like I said before, I would stick in D-Fishers.
And change it to
change it
D-Fishers
to
and take out the
D-Fisher.
Max C's and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then I would stick Levier into my extra deck, and what else? Yeah. And maybe take out the Max C, depends, just to make it a
Yeah.
40 card deck.
She was so nice.
Right, thanks for that, Mitch.
Sure.